Hello guys, welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Got three games for you today, all pretty decent. I've got another two replays to put out. I'll be doing that. Well, the next part I put out will be those great games, but these ones are pretty decent. Um, one really good one at the end. This one is probably the least impressive one out of them. So I'm going to probably just talk over the top and not commentate that much on the actual gameplay. Uh, yeah, you want to take the hill on this map, to be honest, guys. High ground is very important. So yeah, I pretty much always go for the hill on this map, depending on what tank I'm in, obviously. Um, but yeah. So they've put the prices back up of the large repair kit and large first aid kit, and they're a bit overpriced. I'm losing, what I'm trying to do at the moment is earn lots of silver, and then I can go for third marks of excellence, because obviously that's going to eat into your money quite a bit, because you have to be running all the best stuff to be competitive. Um, um, and what I normally do is obviously go out in my tier 8s to earn some money. Um, and then at the end of my play session, I'll go out in my tier 10s to have some fun in my tier 10s because, it took me so long to earn those tier 10s. I want to use them. But at the moment, I'm going out and I'm earning all this money in my premium tanks, and I'm going out in my tier 10s, and I'm pretty much losing most of the money I've just earned. So it's quite annoying. And to be honest, there's some players out there who have got a lot of money to spend, and who spend a lot of time playing this game and have got a good amount of silver in their bank account, basically. And it is, and you're at a massive disadvantage at the moment, guys, if you're going out and you're going with a small repair kit and a small first aid kit, and a fire extinguisher, say, rather than supplies, consumables, and the large repair kits and large first aids. If you're facing guys on the enemy team who've got those loadouts, you're just not going to beat them. If I'm on my Ragnarok, I'm running supplies, consumables on this tank because it's such a good silver earner, and auto loaders. I kind of put supplies on all auto loaders, even though it's very expensive, just because it just makes them so much better. And that's the problem, guys. If you are trying to make as much money as you can, or you haven't got much silver, and I'm running in my Ragnarok, and I'm running a small first aid, a small repair kit, and a fire extinguisher, and I'm up against another Ragnarok who has got his large repair kit, he's got his large first aid, and he's got his consumables on. It doesn't matter if the guy is not very good, he will still beat me in a straight fight, and that's just quite a big issue. I think they've got to really deal with this issue, because you're just not competitive if you're running small repair kits and stuff and you're trying to save silver. Like I said, I've always run large repairs, all the top supplies when I'm in my tier 9s and 10s, because you want them to be competitive, because you will be going up against people with good crew skills. They'll be having, well, obviously in the past it'll be 10 crew skills plus or whatever, and quite often I'm not very good with my crews. I don't give them attention enough, and I've always got not the particularly great crews, and if I want to be competitive with against these people, at the very least I should be running premium supplies, right? But now you know, you got to be running it on all your tanks really to be competing with people because you know people are competitive. You know, people take this game very seriously, and you'll be facing these people, you know, in tier fives, running supplies, large repair kit, large first aid, and when they're trying to get their third marks of excellence or whatever, or just wanting to have some fun, you know, and you'll be there trying to save money, and you'll just not be competing against these guys. You'll be losing, losing games and losing one-on-ones with these people, and you know, unless you run these large, unless you run the best stuff, then you'll be losing hand over fist of silver, you know. So I do think they got to adjust it, especially since as soon as they put in these large repair kits and stuff like that, reusable repair kits, and they did the update, they reduced the price of them so that you could run them on any tank and still make silver. And so everyone wanted to try them out. So everyone knows how good these things are on your tanks. So most people will probably still run them unless, you know, those people with lots of money and those people with lots of silver in their bank accounts will just be throwing it out there, you know, and just making it that little bit less less playable for everyone, I think, especially those people using free to play without their premium account and stuff. Yeah, I spent too long out there. I'm on a tiny bit of health, and it's taking ages for my team to come out and do some work. So I'm just kind of trying to spot up here. I'm not getting much of a spotting assist here. I'm just getting some kills off. While these two last guys sit behind this hill, I think. Oh, there's one over there. Yeah. So this was a decent game. We fought the hill, we won the hill, and that's the end of the story, really. Like I said, not the most amazing game. I think I get just over 4,000 combined, and a decent. I came and don't get too much more. I don't think this guy. The problem is this guy can see that I'm on a one shot, and he's going to come after me. Obviously, I'm at this point. I'm trying to come up behind him, do some damage. But he's doing the opposite. I think he's trying to come and finish me off in one hit, because I was only one shot, really. Anyway, so we come a lovely first. I wasn't expecting that. I think it was a good game, but it wasn't amazing. I only got 3 kills, and as you can see, I got 312,000. That's only because I did a bit in the season pass, I believe, in this one, so I got 100,000. So I would have earned 200,000, I guess. Even with running supplies on that thing, it's such a great money earner, especially if you do have a good match like that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next match, guys, and see ya. And welcome back. We're in our Stark. Look, I've got the tier 10 of the tech tree version of this. And basically, these tanks are very situational. I mean, you're going to have a hard time having a good game in this thing. And what I find is this is a sniper tank. Because and this is probably why I put this one up as well, because the team aren't particularly very good in this game. And that's the problem. Because I can't play aggressively in this game, I can't really change too much of what's going on in the game, and that's the problem with these kind of tanks. If you're a decent player, I'm not saying I'm good or anything. I'm just saying I'm a decent player, and I kind of know how to use a tank. You know, I know to work a ridge line if I'm in a Conqueror. If I'm in this tank, I know I've got to sit back and snipe. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. I can't remember what I was talking about now. But these teams, but obviously if I'm in this tank, I can't really change too much on what's going on. I can't make a play. I can't try to win a flank. I've got to play defensively, and if I've got a terrible team, then and I'm kind of out of the decision making, that's probably not going to end well. That's another reason why this tank isn't very good. Is obviously because it's got the old siege mode. So you've got to initiate that. If you want to run away, you've got to disengage that, and by that time it's too late because the camo on this is amazing. So the enemies have to be pretty close before they can see you, and by then, if they spotted you, it's pretty much game over because you need to get out of siege mode and try to run away. And with the good accuracy on update 6.0. There's little chance of you getting away, and that's why this tank is so situational. You just need to be in the right place at the right time, and the enemy's got to push our team, but not push them too much, else you obviously will be getting caught out and spotted and killed. So yeah, this is one of the, I wouldn't say it's one of the, yeah, one of the worst tanks in the game, I think, really, technically. It's got an amazing gun, amazing reload, and as you can see, I've done nothing so far. The problem is, if I go and help my team over there on that flank, very good chance I'll be getting spotted. Artillery will go for me, because obviously it knows on my siege mode. I've got a siege mode thing, so it's going to take me a while to get out of that if when spotted, so it can... so I can't really go and help. I've got to wait for the enemy to come to us, which means we're all automatically probably going to be losing. And if we're losing by loads, there's nothing I can really do to help. You know, I can destroy one tank or two tanks, but I can't really sway a total... total loss, you know. But yeah, I still, like I said, actually enjoy playing this tank, just because of the accuracy and the reload. It's just so good, and the camo, but it's very situational, and we're still in full health, but the game is ticking away here, and I've done nothing. But this whole flank is gone, so I've come around to protect it. I obviously want to get cross shots off, because I know they're going to be going for the RT and going for the flag area, probably not coming straight across here, the middle ground. So I'm trying to like get cross shots off, and there we go. Little bit unfortunate, there's quite a few dips and stuff. It's obscuring my view from hitting this guy, so I'm a bit annoyed. We are actually going to help this TD, who I shouldn't have tried so hard to help them, because he did. It's gonna annoy me, and you'll see why. I'm gonna help this guy out quite a bit. I'm worried about the light tank. The light tank's coming more towards this area, and he could spot me up. And I managed to hit him on the fly, and I do get spotted. But nothing's aiming at me. These guys are a real danger. If they get up here without too much damage being done to them, it's game over, right? It's already looking really bad. And we do hit him. I was very surprised to hit that, but there we go. And he's going for this TD, and it's a decent, very decent tank. We don't want this guy getting taken out, but you'll see. Oh, I'm gonna regret that. We hit this guy twice, so he pulls back. And yeah, I don't know why this guy... At this point, I don't really pay attention, but he should have been pushing that guy. He's pretty much dead. And I realise this guy is coming up, and he's a medium, and yeah, he spots me. And this is not good. He bounced, so I was kind of angled there. Got good frontal armour when it comes to bouncing, and he's coming straight for me. And I realise that if I try to get out of siege mode, he's going to be able to get shots off. And I'm just not going to be able to run away from this guy. He's pretty fast in medium, so I'm going to just have to sit here and shoot him. And there you go. This guy throws his tank away. He fires Hesh, I guess. 'Cause he only does a tiny bit of health. No, that's rather ramming damage, wasn't it? Yeah. Silly me. Um, there we go. We saved that guy again. Um, so some action happened up there. So we're now 4-5. So 4-on-4. We can win this, guys. We can. We've got a perfect chance to win this. Um, um, but our team is spread out. I'm gonna go come up and try to support these two. Um, that TD is still sitting at the base. I've no idea why. And then we see this guy. We put ourselves in siege mode. Can we get it up in time to hit this guy? He's a very big danger. And we hit him. That's nice. And then we realise the heavy tank is actually coming up at us. To our side. I don't know why. I don't know why he wasn't helping his team. We managed to put a shot in. He's put another shot in. That TD is just watching this happen. Not impressed with that guy. I've helped him so much, and he's not coming down to help. And that medium is going to help the other guy and not coming to help me. This is a full health. And we get taken out by the artillery, of course, because that's how it works. So, right, we've done some damage to that low. That TD is on very little health. And there's an artillery. So what could possibly go wrong? We can still win this game. So let's watch what happens. He's facehugging him. He pulls back for some stupid reason. This guy then rams into the side of him. Oh, what? You're face hugging him. You fire while face hugging him, bounce, and then you pull back to let him shoot your lower plate and kill you. The Scourge, whatever it was, the IS-3 variant, Scourge or whatever. I just don't understand that. Why would you face hug him, bounce off his mantlet, and then pull back so he can shoot your weak spot? Anyway. This guy is spotted, so he's obviously not got a commander in, or he's getting shot in the side. He's just carrying on, and this guy's on very little health. He's been hit again, tracked in place, and he's just sat there. Now he's turning. Too late though. He's out of the game. So the last three team members just silly plays. I don't know what they were doing. That TD, if he's got no commander, should either be brawling because he's got that kind of armor. He should be brawling with his teammates, so he should have come down and supported. Or this guy rammed a heavy TD. I don't know why you would do that. And then, yeah, so we're just left with 3-1. This guy's got 5 kills. I don't know how that happened. But there you go. I say, we are just going to watch the end of this match because just makes me sad sometimes playing with these. This guy makes another horrendous mistake. So that's part of the he rammed that guy, and then he makes this mistake coming up in a minute, and I'm just like, how on earth did he get 5 kills? So he's been spotted. Low misses, so he should have gone back and shot him. But no. He lets him reload and then drives out sideways. So there, he's got a shot. He's on 8 health and then gets taken out by the artillery. So yeah, we lost that game, guys. And this is the kind of games that really annoy me. I did pretty damn well. So yeah, the last 3 guys, on the top 3 of the enemy team, and one in third place is the artillery. We still make a lot of money, and we have first class mastery. We come top of the team by quite a bit. That Concept 1B didn't have a bad game, I guess, but it didn't play that well. Anyway, we'll go into the next game, guys. Right, and our final game is in the T-34. Haven't not taken this guy out in a long time, so I thought, yeah, let's take him out for a ride. He's still pretty decent, you know. Not the most competitive tier 8 premium anymore. He was actually my first premium tank I ever bought. And this was like, so when I bought it, I was like getting really into the game. But the thing is, when I was getting bored of a certain tank, I was just starting a new line. So at this point, I had like 7 or 8 tanks lines on the go. So I was, you know, invested quite a lot of time into the game, but I was just not getting up to higher tiers because I've got so many lines on the go. And I was like, oh, you know, I really want these big tanks. So I bought the T-34. So it's a tier 8. It's my first tier 8. And just like every noob, I was like, right, I've got this nice new tank. I'll go out in it and just have a play. Because I'm not doing too badly in the tier 4s and 5s. Obviously, little bit different when you're playing a tier 8 game, right? So I played my first tier 8 game in it. We're a brand new crew, so not even 6th sense, and I didn't really understand that type of thing anyway at that point in time. My team's all gone one way, so I'm throwing out the good game. I already think the game's over at this point. But their enemy team doesn't seem to be doing it. It seems to be quite a lot of them over here. Our whole team's concentrated, so artillery's going to have a field day. And this guy, the Inferno is a dangerous tank. It's got a big, decent armor, very big gun. So we want to take him out, and looks like he's pushing here. Yeah, like I said, I took out T-34 in the first game. No 6th sense in a tier 8 game. No idea how to play tier 8s. And yeah, got annihilated within the first like couple of minutes of the game. Did like literally nothing. So I then was like, oh, that was crap. So I didn't go out in it for ages and ages. I carried on playing, getting up to higher tiers, tier 7s and stuff. I was kind of understood how the game was played, and then bought the heroes. My second batch of premium tanks, the hero tanks. They looked awful, you know, but I really wanted some premium tanks. So yeah, I kind of like soon after that I kind of stopped buying the terrible looking tanks, you know, just because I didn't want them in the game really. So I had the Knight, it had the Knight in it, and the Freedom, and the Liberty. All very good tanks, especially at that time. In those days, those are very good tanks, and hence why I bought them. Shame about the color schemes. Still can't change those color schemes, unfortunately, for some reason. Wargame doesn't want to give us that. They still want these awful-looking tanks in the game. No idea why. Anyway, we're using the T-34's gun depression here, and we are just trying to slog it out. We've lost quite a bit of health here already. Our team is 1 tank behind. We've got almost 2,000 damage, and these IS-3 variants, the Defender I think it is, and the Stockade I think it is over there, both just coming wildly out of that corner. And we're just slapping them every time, pretty much. This guy is going to be a bit of a pain. He's trying to angle, so good play, but he over angles. We track him and hit him yet again. He's going to be very annoyed with us there. I'm getting a little bit concerned about artillery at this point. He's not paying any attention to us by the looks of things. But yeah, bounced on that. A bit annoyed with that. So Stone Cold, we know he's got 2 shots in the barrel. Just waiting for that final bit of reload, but trying to get off that 6th sense and that. And there we go. The Stockade is Oh, don't know. I think that was a ghost shell, guys. Kind of did look like it went through its gun, the engine deck there. Um, so possibly a ghost shell, but could replay that at some point and see. But anyway, yeah, we're still working this quarter. Finally finish off that defender. He did not have a good time. He was pretty much shooting at me, and I was pretty much shooting at him. But we won out, and there's the old artillery. And we always want to get a shot into the artillery. We are now winning this match. Don't ask me how, because it was a bad play by our team. They all came down one flank, but the enemy team played even worse. So there you go. But these last few guys are actually half decent players. Two of them are platooned up. So we are going to be a little bit more careful here. So we got the perfect angle on this guy. We should be able to do some damage to him. And then we take him out. So it's now 8-5. So this we should have this in the bag, right? Just seeing the spot top of that. Another defender, I believe it is. Yeah, and he's almost from full health. And I'm pretty sure he's one of the ones platooned up. I'm still having that bug of not being able to engage my first aid kits and repair kits on some of my tanks. So yeah, why have they not fixed that already? Infuriating. I had a game in my Dragon and I had my gun damaged halfway through the match. You know, it could have been an amazing match. It could have been a really great match, but yeah, I couldn't repair it. The repair kits and stuff wouldn't engage, and that's the annoying thing. And that's why you're using so much money when it comes to using large repair kits and large first aids, guys. Is because before, if you used your first aid kit, it cost you money. But if you didn't use your first aid kit, it would stay in your tank and be used in the next match. It doesn't anymore because it gives you a passive boost, right? So even if you don't use it, it still costs you money. So you're losing. If you're using large for both, you're losing 40,000 just for those two, let alone what are they called? You know, consumables, like consumable supplies. So you know, you're just gobbling money every time you go out in those tanks. If you have a bad game, guys, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I presume that last time I saw this medium, he was over here. So this is where I'm going. I'm presumed he was going maybe towards the cap area, or he was going to kill himself. But then I find it's neither. He's gone back towards his base, and then realised he spotted up a lot of guys and chickened out, and he's running away this way, which is probably a bad idea because our allies have just carried on going the way they were originally. There he is. We slap him for a good amount of health. Now we got to be careful. The Dragon is a very good tank. If he gets 2 shots into me and he pens his hesh rounds, it could be over for us. But he bounces that shot, and we hit him on the very tiny bit of his tank he was showing us, and on the move as well. That's just great. And he hits our tracks, doesn't pen us, and we finish him off for a good game where we just got under 5,000 damage here. Yeah, first place, 4 kills, just under 5,000 damage. Yeah, make a nice bit of profit as well because we got small repair and small first aid in this tank now. And yeah, It's a mastery game, guys. It is a low mastery, but yeah, I'll definitely take that. I put a new crew in it. It's already got crew skills, so we put a boost on as well to help him get up to his fourth skill. Anyway, some decent games there. Some ups and downs. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.